Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite Native American literature professor back to torture you again here at Sisseton, Wahpeton College. I've noticed that a lot of students are not coming to class, and I'm starting to worry about you. So, rather than let you flunk, I figured I better make you some videos to torture you with. No, seriously, I don't want you guys to flunk. So let's have a look at what we've been doing. I've come to class and been sitting there and listening to crickets. Nobody's been showing up. It's so depressing. And I'll be standing there twiddling my thumbs and doing chat GPT and heaven knows what, and nobody shows up, and I'm complaining too much. Let's look. You see that I've already been putting stuff up on our website. There's some things I need to fix because there's some links and things that I wanted you to respond to, like a forum discussion, but I didn't put the link up properly, so I will do that. So you can use these links. We got Tiffany Midge, my old buddy and classmates. We've got Zit Kalasha from down in Yankton, Sioux. We've got videos. There's even an ebook I put up here for you. There's my old mentor, Gary Hobson. We just exchanged emails a couple of days ago. I told you about that already. There's a video where you can watch him talk and do some reading. My old mentor, the late, great Paula Gunn Allen. That's a good picture of her as opposed to some of the other weird ones I've seen online. Let's see what else. The quiz. I need to torture you with Pop Quiz A because a lot of you guys did not show up when I disseminated and explained it. So let's pull it up. Ta-da! Okay, all the stuff up here is self-explanatory. I'm going to walk you through this quickly. I made another video about this and it turned out to be 13 minutes. And I was like, nah, I got to cut it shorter than that. So here we go. Name, date. Question 1, why do so many Native artists disagree that literature is only written? We got A, because it excludes sacred oral tradition. B, because the definition is too limited in its scope. C, because it's too Eurocentric. Or D, all of these. See, this is really easy. Common sense question. 5 points each. Next. Number 2, what happened to the many Native books that were kept in Mesoamerican libraries? This has actually been documented. It's not your crazy old professor standing up in front of you guys blowing things out of his rear end. You can look this stuff up for yourself. What happened to the books? Because the natives used to have huge libraries in Mesoamerica. What happened to them? A, they were lost in a flood. B, the evil god meteor destroyed them. C, the Spanish missionaries burned nearly all of them. Or D, aliens took them in order to preserve their sacred knowledge. 3, why does a Mexican flag feature an eagle eating a snake while perched on a cactus? A, Mexicans just like birds. B, because of an Aztec prophecy. C, a Spanish bishop directed it. Or D, maybe Our Lady of Guadalupe had something to do with it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to pull it up. Mexican flag. MEXICANFLAG. Boom. Ta-da! And there we got the eagle on the... Let me see if I can image search. Give me a... There's the eagle itself. See, here's the flag. There's the eagle. Let's look at it. And, of course, it's probably going to try to make me buy something, and I don't want to buy something. I want to look at this eagle. Here's the eagle. Golden eagle, I guess. Here's a cactus. There's the snake he's eating. Yum, 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 yum. This is an ancient symbol. Why does it appear on the Mexican flag? All right, let's keep going. Number 4, Professors Wilson and Singing Eagle note that English, Romantic, and American transcendental poetry are influenced by native philosophy. How so? A. Idealized concepts of native clean living and closeness to nature. B. Because they carefully researched native culture. Excuse me. C. They stole Indian ideas. D. There was absolutely no influence. Now, there's a couple of these that sound like they could be plausible, but we want the best answer. Remember, that's what these multiple guess questions are all about. Number 5. Native critics argue that European writers often depict our people as the howling savage, the vanishing savage, and the blank savage. Now, the previous video I made, I kept saying sandwich, the vanishing sandwich. I think I'm hungry. Anyway, we got A, dead savage. B, destroying savage. C, noble savage. And D, unknown and mysterious savage. Which one? We got howling, vanishing, and blank. That's what often appears in literature that is not written by natives. And Tiffany Midge loves to make fun of that. And so does Sherman Alexie, but Midge is better at it, in my humble opinion. True or false? Professor Drew Lapenzina, the author of our wonderful blue book, he argues that the true story of Pocahontas, a.k.a. Mataoka, is much darker than Disney portrays. And if you never saw the cartoon, I'm going to pull it up for you. I know I keep doing this too much. Disney, D-I-S-N-E-Y, Pocahontas. There she is. She's so cute. The colors of the wind, and she's singing with a raccoon and all that. Well, and what's the fella's name that she was supposed to be kissing on? Images. Forgot what the fella's name is. John Smith. Right. Love story. Woo. Well, true or false? This is way darker than what Disney portrays. The story of Pocahontas, a.k.a. Mataoka. Number 7. True or false? Professor Norma Wilson, author of our wonderful pink book, or off-white or tan or beige, whatever, I don't know. I'm a guy. Guys are terrible with colors. Professor Wilson explains that most native writers, books, short stories, plays, etc., began their careers as poets. True or false? I'm talking too much. Go faster. True or false? My late buddy, not late, she's still around, I'm thinking of somebody else. My dear classmate and buddy, Tiffany Midge, says that all natives are vanishing, and our lives are always humorless, colorless, and tragic. Right. Number 9. Author Sherman Alexie believes the internet hasn't really helped Native American authors. We talked about this. Number 10. Professor Singing Eagle believes the internet is one of the best things that's ever happened to Native people. And then we got that's true or false, and we'll jump on over to the short answers. Do not give me lazy answers to these questions. Number 11, riddle me this. According to your professor and an old buddy and mentor, Gerald Visner, why do early native writers such as Caleb Chishatamok, William Apis, and Zitkala Shah write in such humble, ingratiating voices? Remember, they're writing literature that is intended to non-native audiences way back in the 1800s and early 1900s. And these people are writing humbly and very ingratiating. Why are they doing that? And give me an answer. Don't give me a short and too short. Put a sentence, a complete sentence. Number 12, riddle me that. Why does your professor tend to disagree? Ooh, there it is, the answer to some previous questions. Why does your professor tend to disagree with Sherman Alexie's view about Indians on the internet. We talked about this. And then finally, I don't know why I have 14, that should be 13. Longer answer. In your own opinion, what's going on with the Moon Maiden? We talked about this story. This Moon Maiden, who's holding a white rabbit, appears all over the Americas and made it all the way to China and Japan. And if you hear them say it, it came from there and came over to us, but I'm not going to get into that. But let me show you the pictures of what I'm talking about. Here's the Chinese Moon Maiden. Chang'e is her name. And she's so sweet. Look at her with the cute little white rabbit. And then we've got the ancient Maya one. I like this one the best because there's a Mayan number on there. And I want to make this bigger. There we go. Well, we can't make it bigger. See, there's a stylized moon, and she's wearing a snake headdress. And let me pull this down. And she's holding, she's sitting on the moon. She's holding a white rabbit. And then those of you who know anything about Mayan numbers, bars are 5, dots are 1s, baskets are 0s. So this is the 1s column because their numbers go up this way, and it's base 20. So there's 1, 2, 5, 10. This is 16 here, I think. I'm terrible. 16 20s? Yeah. There's 0 in this column, and then there's 5, whatever above that, 20 times 20, 20 times, I don't know. 20 times 1, 20 times 2, 20 times 5, 20 times another 5. After that, what is that? 20 times 20 column and 20 times 200, something like that. If you know how to do math better than I can, maybe you can tell me what that number is. All right. I'm talking too much. Now, as I said in a previous video, I make mine too long. I talk way too much. I'm going to cut this short, and I'm going to make part 2 and post it as soon as I can. So without further ado, I'll cut this short and start another video and post it separately. Thanks so much, and talk to you soon.